so I did a work study program up there for like 6 weeks, and so I got to take 3 workshops. I took one on clay building, like hand building, and like mold making, and then I took another class on basket weaving. And so like it was this native woman, and she was Ojibwe. And so they do black ash basket weaving, and so like they'll fell trees and then they use the tree bark. And she brought like a log, and we like pulled the tree bark off the log, and like processed it ourselves to pull it to make it the strips to make a basket. And I still have that basket now. I use it to hold my like my audio interface for when I'm making music. And then the third one I was supposed to be taking a clay figure making class, and I was super excited about it. But I ended up, the instructor canceled, and I was like, this is what I came here for. No, he canceled. He canceled? He canceled class.
But didn't you still go somewhere?
No, I'm getting to that. Okay. I was supposed to take another clay building class, like hollow figurative clay building, to make sculptures, but with like hollow interiors so you can fire them. And I was so excited for that. That was like the main reason I did this program. And then suddenly he's like, yeah, that class is canceled. You got to pick another one. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll take this jewelry making class. And I was like, I feel like I'm not going to enjoy myself. Like, it's not what I came here for. And that was my favorite workshop. I believe like, it was really
alignment
cool.
is beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll show you what I made in that workshop. It was this woman, God, what was her name? Mary Hetzmansberger, something like that. And so she was showing us how to do like how to make cold connections. And so we were working a lot. This was the first necklace that I made in her class. And so we worked with torch enamel, and like a die cutter. And I had a lot of fun with that.
That's copper?
Yeah, that's copper. And so when I came home, I was like, I need to do this again. And so I was like, I wanted to make them sturdier, so I did like double loops.
I can see that.
And I was working more with enamel, but it was like my own enamel that I bought. And then this is a third one that I made around also the same time. And then I was able to take that Craft Alliance, where I learned how to solder. And so when I learned to solder, I was making these earrings.
I was expecting to weave. This is something so unique.
Thank you.
Like, this is what I mean by individuality. Like, you.
And then these are my favorite. I was really into the like icon of a star. These are a little bit like, what's it called? Like tarnished. But I was making these star earrings that I really like. These are like my favorite thing that I've ever made.
Oh, I remember seeing those.
Yeah.
It's cold.
I think so.
Star Child. Fatou the Prodigy.
You stay calling me that.
Yeah. You are.
But yeah, so this is where I left off like in March. And then I made a rosary. I made one for my mom, but she has that obviously. And then I started making one for my grandma. And that's this. And that's like, where it comes into...
That's silver?
Yeah, this is silver. Well, it's like copper. It has a copper core, but it's like silver plated. So this is what I'm making for my grandma that lives in Senegal. And so that was what got me into because like this is a Catholic power object. Like this is something that they use for like their own meditation. In religions around the world, they all have like their object for like this is what you use for these certain prayers. But ultimately, it's like your connection to like source or to like God or to yourself. And it's also just a meditation object, or even like worry beads, like just something to like soothe. And so I was thinking like, what would this look like in a secular context, like something that's not religious? Because I feel like everybody can make use of like an item like a rosary. Absolutely. But you shouldn't necessarily have to believe in God in order to like have a rosary. Exactly. So I was thinking about like how to make one that's like that's aligned with like you and like your needs, whatever it is. And so I started working on one for myself. And I based, because like even the numbers on a Catholic rosary, they're there's the way that you use it is like you start from, let's pretend this is attached, but you start from here. I think you say an Our Father, and then I think you say like 3 prayers here, and then another one, and then another prayer here, and then you say a Hail Mary for each of these, and then and then you're supposed to reflect on like an aspect of Jesus's life at each one of these I think decades. But it's like a roadmap. This is a meditative roadmap. And so I was really like into that. And so I was looking into Islamic beads because my dad's Muslim. And so the cruise, like that's also like a roadmap. Like, you're supposed to like go through each one, and then you say like Bismillah, 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 or Astaghfirullah, 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 like asking for forgiveness. And it's like that's an object that you're achieving like you're achieving like something through using this object, and the object itself tells you how to use it. So it's like I was thinking like it's possible to like make a secular object to program with like your own needs. So again, I feel like I got here in March, and then I started doing other stuff. So it's actually really, I actually really appreciate this, because it's like kind of giving me some perspective on like what I was doing from like this time I got into jewelry in October up until I left off, because it's been like in the back of my mind, but I just haven't really been thinking about it because I'm like doing other stuff. But when I would love to, I love necklaces. I'm into the idea of jewelry that you don't have to remove. This I always have to remove just because I have sensitive skin, so like it makes my eczema flare up like when I sweat and it's rubbing on me. But yeah, I'd like to make forever jewelry. I love that Angel gave me this. This is forever jewelry for me. Like I literally don't ever have to take this off, and I don't take it off. Same with this, huh?
Do you wear waist?
No, but I'd like to. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to hear your presentation.
Absolutely.
But like this also, why I'm super into forever jewelry is like this was like my first ever piece of jewelry. Like most Senegalese people like have a bracelet like this. It's called lam in Wolof, and it's supposed to be like an object. It's like lam means bracelet, but it's like it's supposed to be like for good luck, and so you wear it on your left wrist. And so like if you ever see a dark-skinned person with a silver bracelet on their left hand, they're probably Senegalese. Like
that's fire.
Yeah. But still, like, you know, a lot of jewelry, especially like in like Black diasporic traditions, is for a purpose. It's not just like for aesthetic value. Like it's like this is for luck and protection. Even in like the stones here, like this is like for grounding. And even like I don't really know too much about copper, but like copper itself like serves a purpose whenever like you all are working with it. Even like waist beads, like they serve a purpose. Like, and even like you have like a certain intentionality when you're like when you want to tie it around other people's waist because you made it. And so like that's the type of intentionality I want to put into like my work moving forward.
I love that.
Yeah, because it's like this stuff like there's no like this is play and it's beautiful, and like that I guess the only intention is that like I want to make something beautiful. But so I think moving forward,
I was just about to say
well, I mean it is intentional, but like there's
intentional.
It looks like
it's intentional.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's more so like play, you know. It's not like there's not a purpose.
Spirituality.
Yes. That's a
the whole nine.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So moving forward, I'm curious about making like secular rosaries. I'm curious about wire wrapping and like alternative connections. And I want to do more like soldering and stuff. But like, you know, with that you need like space like at Craft Alliance and stuff.